Guys, there's been a lot of talk online these days about who the best team in the world is, what the best region in the world is for Rocket League right now, what the top 5 best teams are, what the top 6 best teams are, and so on and so on. So we're going to settle it. We're going to find it out. We're going to confirm it all right now, since there's no LAN incoming anytime soon. Who is the best team? We're going to do this poll. You guys are going to do this poll 10 times. There's the poll. Give it a click. Give it a vote. I'm just going to go to the results down here and make sure we've got the correct screen region. Let's see which team Twitch chat has at number 1 best team in the world at the moment. So BDS are almost taking half the vote. NRG coming in 2nd place. Then it looks like Space Station Gaming 3rd. And Sandrock Gaming 4th. No wait, Random Vitality were 4th. Sandrock Gaming were 5th. You guys are such trolls. That's hilarious. So, yeah, I don't think that anybody's going to catch BDS in this one. If you added up the Space Station Gaming and NRG votes, it might overtake it. It would overtake it, actually. But you can't do that. So, I think we can safely say that Twitch chat's number 1 team is BDS. And this is actually 50 minutes past midnight. Yeah, it's 50 minutes past midnight in most of Europe, so it can't be too much in the way of EU bias. Can't be too much EU bias. Yeah, they're still winning. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back and we're going to delete Team BDS from the poll, and then we're going to run it again. So you guys have got to choose who you think your 2nd best team is. Add Jesse Esports Lacino. I don't want to add too many troll answers. You already know Jesse Esports would come first, and then everybody's going to just think the poll is completely invalid. Okay, right, I'm posting another poll in the chat, guys. This is the 2nd poll. So BDS have been removed, and now you've got to vote for who you think the remaining best team in the list is. So it's the same list except no BDS this time. Okay, just like same, it is the same order. Your viewer base is mostly young people, so 1 in the morning is not too late. Where did you get that idea from? If my viewer base was young people, then how come my channel views didn't blow up when Rocket League went free to play and all the Fortnite kids started playing Rocket League? Checkmate. My viewer base is all pensioners. Anyway, it looks like NRG are going to take 2nd place according to Twitch chat. Do an age poll. Okay. Yeah, you guys are all going to select like 70 to 100 for the memes. Okay, NRG are 2nd in the Twitch chat rankings. Let's back it up here and remove them from the poll and run it again. So, I am asking you once again to click the poll in the chat and to vote for the best team in the list. Wait a minute. Why are BDS in the list again? Hold on, cancel that one, cancelled. How are BDS back in it? And NRG as well. Oh wait, do I have to delete them every time? For goodness sake. Okay, cancelled. Cancel that one. That poll is cancelled. Stop the count. Right, so I've definitely deleted BDS again and NRG. Okay. This one should be right. Okay. There you go, everybody. That's the correct poll. I'm 90% sure. Yeah, we got it. We got it this time. Okay. Just waiting for this one to update. Okay, looks like Space Station are winning this one comfortably. Followed by Vitality. Followed again by Sand. The same people. Voting Sandrock Gaming every time. Oh, G2 have actually got 3rd this time. Yeah, G2 sneaking into 3rd. Okay, so Space Station Gaming pretty comfortable there. Pretty comfortable. I'm just going to delete the team here. Why did I put that in? There we go. BDS, NRG, SSG. That's Twitch chat so far. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. So we've got to remove BDS, got to remove NRG, got to remove Space Station Gaming. And we're going to create that poll. So this is for Twitch chat's 4th best team in the world. I've just posted the link a couple of seconds ago for you guys. Give that one a click and vote for the 4th best team according to Twitch chat. I've got, pretty confident about where this one's going to go. Vitality seem to... Oh, G2 are actually picking up more votes now, so it looks like all the people who did vote SSG are now splitting between Vitality and G2. No votes for Noble. 1 person voted for 11's Esports, 4th best team in the world. 2 people voted for True Neutral. 2 people voted for Cringe Society. First Killers in the chat as well. So Vitality take 4th place. RV, Reno Vitality. Right, let's go back. Hold on. So I've got to delete BDS, Vitality, Space Station Gaming, NRG. I think if I click save this one as draft, now that one will be saved. Okay, create. Right, new poll is now in the chat. Let's see who Twitch chat have number 5. The Trevbot, thanks for the 4-month prime. Welcome back to the channel. Salvaged Armor, thanks to the 13-month prime. Welcome back to you as well. Jesse Esports, obvious best, he says. OG wanted First Killer and First and Friends and Throg Lol to be in here. I should have called. If I'd named Rogue Throg Lol, they would get more votes. They would actually get more votes if I rebranded them in the poll. More people would vote for them. Okay, G2 miles ahead here. G2 are miles ahead. Yeah. So now I can just delete G2, save as draft. Then I'll create poll. Okay, this is much easier. Okay, guys, the new poll is currently in the chat. Give it a click. And let's see where the votes are going. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, we're gonna have so many mad pros. Okay, never mind. Eric Ramgren, thanks for the 12-month prime. Really appreciate it, man. And also Gazar, thanks for the 52-month tier 1. Oh my goodness. What is that? 52 months. It's getting to the point now where I don't even know how many years that is. I'm like having to think about it. Usually it's pretty easy. Okay, so Envy coming in with the next most votes. So number 6, Envy. You guys have been pretty well behaved so far. Pretty well behaved. I think these are all, relatively fair, I would say. Let's see who you guys have at number 7. Okay, I'm pasting the poll into chat right now. Let's see. So, who is the best team outside of the very clear EU top 2, clear NA top 4? Okay, this is closer now. So Top Blokes picking up 2nd place at the moment. Oh, it's Sandrock! It is Sandrock giving a top. Oh man, I knew you guys would. I knew you guys would be voting Sandrock. It looks like Top Blokes are gonna win this one though. Sandrock Gaming, you haven't even played. They've been farming EU bubble teams in monthlies, pretty much. That's quite funny. Oh man, if Sandrock Gaming get on this top 10, then everybody, all the pros. You guys thought you'd seen the pro scene molding on Twitter this week. You've seen nothing yet. Like, wait until you see the reaction to Sandrock Gaming getting top 10. Everybody's like, all the collective pro scene hair is gonna fall off their heads at once. Right, Top Blokes are gonna get number 7 anyway. Actually, I'm just gonna call them top TB on this. Okay, so we've got delete Top Blokes. Literally about to become Bald League if Sandrock Gaming get in this. Okay, next poll coming in. It's in the chat. Let's see who gets this one. Okay, well, there's votes on Giants and Sandrock Gaming. Wow, they're trading positions. It is a battle. SSG and NRG in front of Vitality. Lamau, says Texio. Okay, Giants are pulling away. Giants are pulling away. Gaza 4X, thank you for the prime. Also, Bubanitis. Thanks for the brand new prime as well. Okay, Giants are going to win this one, it looks like. Yep, Giants Gaming. Are they just called GG? Is that their... I imagine that would be their abbreviation. I should probably know that. But for some reason... No, it's not actually. It's not. Their abbreviation is Jaya. It's Jaya. No, it's not Vijaya. It's not Vijaya, is it? You're joking. Are they calling themselves... I've always written Jaya on the overlay. It is not. Hold on. I need to check that. There is no way that they've gone for Vijaya. Nah. Wait. Europe Regional 1. Winter. Europe. I'm looking it up right now. Regional 1 main event. Where are they? Giants Gaming. Nah. It's just GIA. Maybe it was VGIA once upon a time, but those times have passed. It's Giants now. That's Vijaya is a dangerous brand choice. Okay, so it's 50% EU, 50% NA so far. There's the new poll in chat right now. You guys give it a click. I'm gonna click on the results and see what happens. Tan Sexy Saxman, thank you for the 2-month prime. 2-month tier 1, sorry. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, it's Sandrock Gaming versus KCP now. Sandrock Gaming against KCP. Sandrock have just lost 2 very close 1v1s to TB and Vijaya. Oh, it's close. Oh, it's very close. I think we have to leave this for a while because KCP were... Sandrock went off to a very fast start, then KCP started coming back quickly. And yeah, they have taken the lead. Oh, it's so close though. I think we might have to give this one to... Oh man, who is this going to go to? When do we stop the count? When do we stop the count? It's like 2 difference. Sandrock are back in front now. I don't know when to stop the count. Right, I'm going to set a timer on my phone for a few seconds. Let me set a timer for 30 seconds. And after 30 seconds, I've just started the timer. I'm stopping the count. Okay, 25 seconds. 20 seconds. Okay, we might not even need this. It's 15 seconds. KCP are pulling away. Fraudulent? Sandrock Gaming complained that the vote watchers, count watchers, whatever they're called, were not present when the KCP parcel came into the building. Okay, KCP have done it. They've snuck into the lead. Right, last one. Who's going to get 10th place? Where are Kansas City Pioneers? There they are. Okay. Create poll. I'm pasting it in the chat right now. Give it a click. And let's see who takes the 10th spot according to Twitch chat. Okay. Looks like Sandrock Gaming might have done it now. They're on top by miles. I don't think the Peeps or Galaxy Racer or Rogue can catch them. Sandrock have nearly half the vote. They're well over 200 votes. Yeah, nobody's catching SRG there. Sandrock Gaming. 10th best team in the world. According to Twitch chat. Congratulations, Sandrock Gaming. Oh my goodness. You guys have no idea how hard... Like, let's take a look at the people who are now molding. The entire South American region, the entire OCE region, First Killer and Friends, AJ and Friends, the entire Spanish Rocket League community. No, maybe not the entire one, but okay, a lot of it. There's a few Spanish players on the top 10, so they can't be too sad. Relating Wave because he's in chat. That's a lot of hair. How is that even controversial though? Lichinio, I mean, okay. Listen, I'm a huge Sandrock Gaming fan, but I mean, I guess I'll just go do my top 10 and you can see. Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe Sandrock Gaming may get into my top 10. Maybe this is all debate. Let me pull this into the middle. And in reverse order, I'll tell you guys who my top 10 is. So, starting at number 10. And I've done this before. I've organized this before the stream. Hey, it's Civic. Speak to Sandrock Gaming. Thanks for 15 months tier 1, man. Senzo SRG. Starlight Reverie, thanks for the 26 month tier 1 as well. Appreciate you, man. Okay, right. In reverse order. I've already done this pre-stream. I've already prepared my answers. But my 10th best team in the world at the moment is Top Blokes. Not TV. Not Top Blokes. Top Blokes. TB. So you guys had them at number 7. Because you probably all look at the rankings, the RLCSX points rankings, and you think, wow, Top Blokes are the 3rd best team in Europe. Because they have the 3rd most points in the rankings. And there's no denying they have the 3rd most points. It's just a fact. There's no debating that fact. However, one of the reasons I believe that Top Blokes have acquired the most or have acquired, the 3rd most points is because they've avoided Vitality and BDS really well in RLCSX events. In fact, I believe they've only played against BDS one time, and that was in the first regional grand final where they lost to them. And they only played against Vitality one time as well, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that was also in the first regional. So if I'm not wrong, the only time that the Top Blokes have played against either BDS or Vitality in RLCSX regional events and majors is one time each, and they lost both of them. Compare that to Giants, who's, I'd say, Top Blokes' closest rival. Giants have played BDS 4 times, they've lost every time, and they played Round of Vitality 3 times, and they've lost every time. So that's like really hindered them progressing into the tournaments as far as Top Blokes have. That's just one of the reasons though. Top Blokes have also been a lot more consistent. They didn't make a roster change. They didn't have like a complete disastrous 3rd regional like Giants did. But that's why I've got Top Blokes at 10. I think they've been able, the draws have been quite friendly to them. And they could have done even more. They could have in fact gotten even more points. They actually lost to a few teams I really didn't expect them to lose to. In, for example, Endpoint. Endpoint played really well in Regional 3, but I thought Top Blokes would beat them. I'm sure you guys all did as well. So okay, that's why I've got Top Blokes at number 10. Now, in at number 9, my 9th best team in the current climate for Rocket League is Giants. I've got Giants at number 9. Just barely beating out Top Blokes. You guys have Top Blokes beating Giants. I've got Giants beating Top Blokes. Now, Top Blokes are ahead of Giants in overall points. However, Giants versus Top Blokes record is 3 wins for Giants, 1 win for Top Blokes in head-to-head in regional and major events for EU. Giants have a better record than Top Blokes. Most recently, in the very most recent regional, Giants beat them twice. They beat them 2 times. So I have to put them ahead of Top Blokes, even though they're slightly lower in the points overall. But that's extremely close. Top Blokes and Giants are both very, very close together in my opinion. I just have Giants slightly ahead. Because neither Top Blokes or Giants have been able to beat Vitality or BDS in RLCS X yet. They've beaten them in the grid a couple times, but not in RLCS X, which is really all I care about for ranking purposes. I am doing good. Killex Cesario, thanks for the 7-month and the tier 3 as well. What on earth is going on here? I appreciate that. Hopefully that wasn't an accidental tier 3, because I see it's your tier 3 for 2 months in a row. Remember, guys, if you tier 3, you gotta turn off the auto renew, or it'll tier 3 again. Just wanted to make that announcement real quick. Okay, so you guys had Giants 8, TB 7. I've got them a bit lower down. But I think that Giants with Itachi will be better than Giants with Tox was. I think that they're going to climb up this list and be higher by maybe even by the end of this split, but definitely by the end of the year. I think Giants are very good. I rate them a ton. Itachi's, I think, going to be a boost to their roster. So, okay, anyway. Moving on to number 8. My 8th best team is a team that you guys didn't even put in your top 10. Can you guess who it is? Twitch chat. Can you guess who it is? You guys didn't even put them in your top 10. Most people guessing Oxygen by the looks of things. Endpoint, Galaxy Racer, Peeps, Alpine, Guild. Number 8. It's Peeps. You guys didn't even have them in your top 10. What are you doing? How can you not put the Peeps in your top 10? They've easily, for me, been a solid top 10 of the world team this year. Not even hard. They've beaten KCP and RLCSX the only time they played them. They've beaten G2 one time. They've beaten SSG one time. Had a couple of close losses to both those lineups. I think they've yet to beat NRG or Envy, but they've taken series. And they've gone close in series losses to the very best teams in NA. So that's why I've got Peeps at number 8. Now, why do I have Peeps ahead of Giants and Top Blokes is probably the question that you guys are all asking. Now, the reason is because unlike Top Blokes and Giants, Peeps have actually beaten the best team in the region. They beat Space Station in one of the RLCSX regionals. They've been more competitive with the best teams in the region than Giants and Top Blokes have. Giants and Top Blokes have yet to win against the top teams in the region. There's a pretty clear gap there. So I just can't put them any higher. Peeps have been more competitive. So, when you go to a LAN and you play against the very best teams, I think Peeps are more likely to take a series off a top team than Giants or TBR right now. But this is just right now. You never play against Vitality or BDS. Yeah, Archie, maybe see if you did play them more and you beat them, maybe there would be a chance for you guys to go higher. But I think that's why I can't put you higher. I'm sure you want to play against Vitality and BDS more, but hasn't happened. The draw has been friendly in one way, but unfriendly in another way to TB, because now they're underrated because they haven't had a chance to beat Vitality and BDS very often. They've only played each other once each. To compare that, Peeps have played a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 series against the top 4 in NA. 9 series. They've only won 2 of them. One against G2, one against SSG, but they did get some wins. Now, okay, on to number 7. My number 7, you guys did have in your list. Can you guys guess what number 7 is going to be? I think it's very easy to guess this one. Yeah, it looks like Twitch chat are straight away. All of you are getting this one correct. So yeah, it's KCP. Yeah, I've got KCP at number 7. I think that KCP are a really easy team to put at number 7. They've beaten G2 the only time they played them. They've beaten Space Station Gaming twice. Now, they've got a really trash record against Envy. Envy have beaten them 4 times. But, the fact that they've gone 50-50 with SSG kind of puts them as this in-between team. So they're clearly, I'd say, top of this pack at the bottom of this list. KCP, Peeps, Giants, TB, they're all pretty close, I would say. Pretty close in level. And actually, my number 6 team I'd put pretty close to these teams as well. I think my bottom 5, I put them all pretty close. If Johnny puts RV at 6, chat will explode. I think, we'll see. It doesn't really matter who I put at 6, chat's going to explode. There's enough fans for all the teams in the top 6 that it doesn't matter what I do, chat's going to explode. But okay. Okay, let's go into number 6, because I think you guys just want to see what I've got next. So number 6. Any guesses, Twitch chat, as to what I'm gonna put next? This is also a really easy one, in my opinion. Very easy to decide who the number 6 team in the world is at the moment. Wasn't at all difficult. The only decisions was what order to put Peeps Giants TB in, and what order to put the top. Well, maybe 5 to 3 in, especially 4 and 5. Yeah, this is a really easy one. I've got G2 at number 6. G2 they've been really good in the grid this year. They've been exceptional in the grid. But for ranking purposes, I don't really look at the grid very much, because it doesn't matter in the RLCSX like bigger picture. It's, you know, the grid to these teams, especially the top teams, it's just like more scrims, paid scrims with people watching. So, you know, the fact that TB did really well in the grid and G2 did really well in the grid, I don't really care that much for my ranking purposes. You know, if we go to a LAN, an international LAN, I'm not going to say, hey, yeah, G2, they won grid number 8 and split what? No, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Like, those results they're never going to translate to international competition and to rankings. So if we do look at our LCSX events, G2 are 0 and 2 against Space Station, they're 0 and 1 against NRG, they're 1 and 2 against Envy, so they've got negative records against all the other top teams in NA. The teams that round out the big 4, as people like to say in North America. And G2 have also lost the only time they played against KCP. So I think G2 are probably, like, the G2, KCP and Peeps are very close, actually, in rankings at the moment. Now, out of those 3 teams, I think G2 are more likely to climb than than KCP or Peeps are, because, you know, we've seen them do it before. But right now, I don't think there's so much of a big 4 in NA as there is a big 3, to be honest. Because G2's results, they've got losing records against all the rest of the big 4. However, I think by the end of the year it'll probably be a big 4 by the end of the year. But at the moment it isn't. If we're just looking at results, it's not a big 4 right now. It's a big 3. And G2's not in it. So, number 5. Who do you guys think I've got at number 5? This was a tough one. Number 5 was a tough one. Number 6, easy peasy. 7, easy peasy. 8, 9, 10, not so easy. 8, 9, 10 I had to think about. 7 and 6 were super easy, automatic. Number 5, 4, extremely close, very hard to choose. But after much deliberation, I had to go with Envy for number 5. I just had to. This is really close to the number 4 team that I've got. Very, very close. In fact, I wish if I could just put 4th equal, I would for these 2 teams. But yeah, I've definitely got Envy above G2. No question about that. Envy above G2. They've beaten Space Station the only time they played them in RLCSX. They've got a 2-1 record against G2. They've got a 4-0 record against KCP. They've got a 1-0 record against Peeps. Envy have literally got a positive record against every other NA team that I'm going to have in this list, apart from NRG. NRG are the one bad matchup for Envy in RLCSX events. That's the one bad matchup for them. They're 2 wins, 4 losses against NRG. So Envy are, like, clearly, in my opinion, miles above G2 in rankings at the moment based on results. But the reason I can't put them any higher is because, yeah, they do have that one really bad record. Similarly to another team that I'm going to be talking about very soon, they've got one very bad matchup. And yeah, that one matchup is holding them back from being higher. So yeah, with that in mind, it's pretty obvious, I think. Who do you guys think I've got at number 4? Should be pretty obvious. Should be extremely obvious. Yeah, I think this is the first time. Yeah, it's the first time that we agree. Yeah, you guys said Vitality number 4. I also have them at number 4. But I was extremely close to putting Vitality at number 5. Like Envy and Vitality are extremely, extremely close. Extremely close. I really the only reason I put Vitality at higher is because, well, actually, maybe I should talk about that later. I think it'll become clear by the end of my list why I've got Vitality higher. But right now, let's just say that they're extremely close to Envy. If we look at what sort of gameplay they produce and what sort of level they're at, what the results are looking like, I think right now Vitality and Envy are very close. Okay. If Alpha doesn't play well, Envy will smack them. Well, if Mist doesn't play well, Random Vitality will smack them. It's the same thing for both teams, basically. Envy and Random Vitality are very similar in that they've both got one veteran player in Turbo and KDOP. They've both got one, guy who's kind of been carrying, just winning games and series all by himself in Mist and Alpha. And then they've got another guy who's very solid and one of them is more of a veteran solid player, the other is like a new solid player at Atomic and Fairy Peaks. Envy and Vitality are extremely similar in my opinion. Very, very hard to predict who would win if they played a LAN. But I think Vitality would have to give them the nod just because they've got the experience on their side when it comes to LANs. They've got LAN Fairy Peak, LAN KDOP versus LAN Turbo Pulsar. I mean, Mist, yeah, he's got a little bit of LAN experience. He's got a LAN win under his belt, but it's nothing compared to KDOP Fairy. Anyway, let's go into number 3. So, number 3, I do not agree with Twitch chat on this one. You guys have Space Station Gaming at number 3. I've got NRG at number 3. Now, if I'm honest, I imagine that the reason Twitch chat have NRG at number 3 is because people were voting with their hearts, not their heads. NRG are not as good as Space Station Gaming. You guys are just simps. It's as plain as that. It's as simple as that. Space Station Gaming, they won the major. NRG lost the major to Space Station. Space Station Gaming are 4 wins and 0 losses against NRG in RLCSX events. Ooh, NRG won 3 grids in a row? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. When you're ranking teams, if you have your grid like Wikipedia page open, you need to just turn off your PC, throw it out the window. What on earth are you doing with your life? For ranking purposes, grids do not matter. You only should be looking at RLCSX events, regionals, majors, especially the more recent ones. And yes, for now, maybe this will change after this weekend or after next weekend with the new regional that's coming out. But right now, you just can't put NRG above Space Station. They've lost to them every time they played them in RLCSX. 4 times. 0-4. That's one of the worst head-to-head records out of any 2 teams in RLCSX. It's horrendous. That being said, NRG do have a positive record against every other NA team. Every other NA team, if I'm not mistaken. But if you actually put NRG above Space Station at the moment in power rankings list, you're a simp. It's just a fact. There's no argument. I could see an argument for putting Envy above Random Vitality. I could see an argument for putting the blokes above Giants. There's no argument for putting NRG above Space Station currently. 0. Absolutely none. Fanboys, a lot of you. But anyway, I'm just going into the simps a little bit because I like to do that. But nah, for real, NRG are insane. I think that they could by the end of the year be the best team in the world. They might win the world championship. They've got more LAN experience than the 2 teams I'm going to put above them. So right now, if we're looking at the rankings of teams, this is how it looks. By the end of the year, if we do get a LAN for the RLCSX World Championship, NRG, even though they're not going in as the top team on paper, they might still be the favorites just because they've got tons of experience with Garrett, Squishy, and Justin. It's possible. But we're not. I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm thinking about current rankings right now. Okay, number 2. This was also this for a lot of people. This was a pretty hard decision. I tweeted out the other day who would win BDS Space Station Gaming. We had a 24-hour poll on Twitter, and after 24 hours, the poll was a dead even tie at 50% each. Now, I'm not sure if I can go into the details, like the more specific details on Twitter, to see like who actually won the poll, because there was an odd number of votes. So somebody must have won, but Twitter only shows 50%, 50%. So Twitter was undecided on who's better, BDS or Space Station Gaming. And yeah, this is definitely a discussion that's got the entire Rocket League community like going crazy right now. The main argument, so let me just present the arguments that you guys have got, or that I've seen. The main arguments for both teams. So, first of all, Space Station Gaming. A lot of people who have said that Space Station Gaming are the best team in the world, and that they would slap BDS and that they're better than BDS. The main argument for them is that NA is right now much tougher competition than EU. And the fact that Space Station are the best team in the best region makes them the best overall. That's the main argument I've seen for Space Station Gaming. The main argument I've seen for BDS is that they are just completely wiping the floor with everybody that they play. This is also true. They have an insane record. They have not lost to Top Blokes. They have not lost to the Giants. They've lost to Vitality one time and beaten them, I think, something like 5 times in RLCSX. Something like this. Is it 5 or 6? It's a crazy result anyway. Yeah, it's 6 times. I just checked. They've beaten them 6 times. Now, I actually agree with the first statement. I think that NA Rocket League right now at the highest level, there are more teams that are competitive. There are more like teams that you'd put in the, okay, yeah, this team could make a run to win a LAN category. Probably the first time in the entire in the history of Rocket League that's been the case, by the way. This is the first season that's ever been true. EU's always had more like just scary dark horse teams, but now I'd say NA do. So I agree with that statement. Do I agree with the statement that a lot of people are making? Space Station are the best team in the best region, therefore they're the best team overall. I actually don't. I don't think that that's very logical in my opinion. You need to look at, you know, what teams' results are. Now, Space Station, they're clearly the best team in North America for me. But they've got 50-50 record with KCP, who are, I'd say, much worse than Ren and Vitality. If they played on a LAN, I'd expect RV to win. I'd put KCP just a little bit above Giants and TB. Now, BDS are undefeated against those two teams as well. So the fact that Space Station are probably less consistent against those like middle-ish teams, or maybe just like teams at the bottom of the top 10, means that I have to put BDS number 1. I have to. Their resume is just pristine. They're like right now on paper, you just look at what BDS have done this season. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. If you look at, you know, the BDS results versus the next 3 best teams in the region, Ren and Vitality, Giants, Top Blokes, it's almost perfect. They have 1 loss in RLCSX events. 1 loss to Vitality. They've never lost to Blokes. They've never lost to Giants. And I agree, NA is better right now, but SSG don't have the same kind of results as that. For example, we kind of put, I think you guys would agree that Envy are pretty close to Ren and Vitality right now. Pretty close. Maybe even exactly the same. They might be NA EU equivalents of each other. Space Station Gaming have lost the only time they played to Envy. BDS have beaten the EU version of Envy 6 times. Now Space Station have beat NRG 4 times, but let's combine the results across the board. It's pretty close, to be honest. It's really close at the top. But it's when you go down into that, like, okay, how are Space Station doing against KCP Peeps? 4 wins, 3 losses. How are BDS doing against the Giants Top Blokes? 5 wins, no losses. That's where the difference starts to come down, starts to appear. In fact, I didn't realize how similar it was. If you look at Space Station's results against NRG, Envy, and G2 combined, they have 6 wins, 1 loss. That is the exact same as BDS versus Vitality, head to head. So it's identical. The only difference is when you look at how Space Station have performed versus KCP and Peeps, versus how BDS have performed versus Giants and Top Blokes. It's very clear to me that BDS are better at dealing with the teams they're just supposed to beat than Space Station are. and therefore I have to put them higher up in the rankings. It is pretty close though. This wasn't a decision that I had automatically made when I started looking into the numbers, looking into the results in preparation for this stream. I wasn't sure which way I was going to go until I looked at the numbers. I was like, okay, yeah, I think I just have to go BDS on this one, because their resume is just a little bit more impressive than Space Station at the moment. But yeah, it was always going to be BDS, Space Station, top 2. That was easy. NRG are a pretty easy number 3 as well, I think, for me at least. Vitality, Envy, that was a tough decision. Very, very close. In fact, probably closer than BDS SSG. Oh my days, what? Oh, that's so funny. BDS, let's hear it. Okay, now that we've secured the 100 subs from BDS, I'm going to switch it to Space Station Gaming number 1, and then hopefully the Space Station Gaming account comes in and they gift 100 subs as well. That's how we do it. No, I'm not going to do that. The payment rigged. BDS, you're supposed to wait until after. It's too obvious. Guys, what are you doing? This is way too obvious. But hey, one by, thanks for the prime as well. I really appreciate that. And congratulations to everybody who just got randomly gifted a sub by BDS Latour. Oh, that's too funny. That's too funny. I don't believe this. I need to do more of these top 10 videos and I'll just change the team I have at number 1 every single time. These orgs are all loaded. They're going to be so happy to be number 1 one time. Corruption. Oh man. BDS subbing as well. Thank you BDS for subbing. Paid results. Listen guys, no, I did not know that was going to happen. I did not know that was going to happen. But yeah, just summary once again. BDS and SSG are extremely, extremely close. That was a tough decision, but when I looked at the numbers, BDS have a better performance against the 7 through 10 ranked teams than SSG do. That is the difference between them. Their results versus the top 6, identical. NRG, easy number 3. I don't think that they're close to SSG BDS. Well, they are close, but I don't think that it wasn't hard for me to put them 3 below SSG BDS. It also wasn't hard for me to put them above Reign of Vitality Envy. Reign of Vitality Envy, extremely close 4th, 5th. Then you've got the G2 KCP Peeps, which is I think a pretty close, like a 3-way NA battle that's going on there. G2 kind of slipping down towards KCP and Peeps at the same time as KCP and Peeps are climbing up towards G2. We'll see if those trends continue, or if G2 get back up towards the top half of the table. And then yeah, Giants and Top Blokes. They have no wins against Vitality and BDS. Zero wins against Vitality or BDS. Whereas teams like Peeps, KCP, G2, they have taken series off the top teams in their regions, so that's why I've got them ahead. Nice troll, but where's SRG now? Listen guys, SRG, it's impossible for me to rank them right now. Impossible. I haven't seen them play competitive for way too long. I can safely say that SRG, were they allowed to compete in EU, they would easily make it into the top 32 events for EU. Easy. Not even hard. They would get very, very easily in. But I would be surprised if they made top 8 right now. If you gave them like a couple of months to practice, maybe they could start making top 8 runs. But currently I'd expect SRG to be like fighting for the top 16 spots and then really struggling to get into top 8.